After 10 days and 2,000 Hamas rocket attacks, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced Israel launched a ground operation into the Gaza Strip. Israeli and tanks and troops have moved in, seeking to destroy terrorist tunnels and hideouts. So far, more than 20 Palestinians have been reported killed and one Israeli soldier in that fighting. CBN Middle East Bureau Chief Chris Mitchell reports from the Israeli-Gaza border.
Israeli tanks and foot soldiers crossed the border fence into Gaza late Thursday evening, as seen in this footage from the IDF. The ground operation began several hours ago, and except for the occasional flare, Gaza City is locked in total darkness. And in that darkness, Hamas and Israel are locked in a life-and-death struggle. From midnight to mid-morning Friday, Israel attacked more than 100 terror targets throughout the Gaza Strip. The morning after the ground campaign began, explosions are still being heard from Gaza City as the IDF continues the next stage in Operation Protective Edge to stop rocket fire from Hamas-controlled territory. The IDF sent messages to Gazans to leave their homes in areas near the border and places of fighting. They warned them Israel would be using massive firepower. Israel says the goal of the extended operation is to uncover terror tunnels, destroy the Hamas infrastructure, and return quiet to southern Israeli communities.
The goal remains the same. The goal is to protect our people. I mean, over the last 10 days, we've had some 1,500 rockets fired by the terrorists in Gaza against our people. We've had barrage after barrage on our cities. And we are taking action, as I think any democratic government would do, to protect our people.
Friday morning, Hamas continued to fire rockets at southern Israeli communities, sending Israelis to their shelters.
Hamas have to be on the run. They cannot be an authority that is responsible for the Gaza Strip and expect to carry out terrorist attacks against us. They have to realize that there is a price to pay when you stand behind, initiate, and engage in terrorism.
For now, Israel seems to have limited backing from the international community. Even Egypt blamed Hamas for the ground incursion, saying that Hamas had refused attempts at a ceasefire. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, the Israeli-Gaza border.